360 or diaphragmatic breathing explained with a balloon. So I've got my balloon model here. I love using this to talk about our pressure system. So our deep core, we've got our diaphragm that's at the top that sits just below your rib cage here. And then at the bottom, we have our pelvic floor. So that sits at the base of our pelvis, and those kind of form the top and bottom of our core canister. Then on the front, we have our abs. So in particular, the deepest layer of abdominals, the transverse abdominis. So that's the deep corset layer. It wraps all the way around your spine to stabilize your spine. And in the back, we have our multifidi, which are the deep spinal stabilizers. So they're small muscles that attach to each level of the spine. So those are your low back stabilizing muscles. So this is our core canister. It works to manage the pressure in our system and stabilize our spine. So with diaphragmatic breathing, when you take an inhale, so a deep breath in through your nose, your diaphragm actually contracts down. So, and as the diaphragm comes down, the pelvic floor actually lengthens. So they work together. Then on your exhale, everything comes back up and in, and that's when we get more muscular contraction or activation of the muscles. So when we inhale, everything moves kind of down and out, so we expand, okay? Everything expands out. Your rib cage should expand 360 degrees all around, and pelvic floor moves down. So think of down and out when we inhale, and when we exhale, think of everything kind of gently coming back up and in. So more of that muscular activation component. So that there's actually an increase in pressure when we inhale, and then when we exhale, we get that muscular activation. So that is the coordination of your deep core during diaphragmatic breathing. So inhale, diaphragm contracts down, pelvic floor goes down as well. Exhale, and when we passively exhale, everything just kind of naturally comes back in, okay? And then we can use that, our breath, when we're moving, so it's more of we're inhaling as we descend. For example, a squat. Inhale as you descend into a squat, exhale as you come up out of a squat. So we're coordinating this breath with our movement, and that is how I like to use this 360 breathing when it comes to exercise, whether it's a core focused exercise, maybe like a dead bug or a side plank or something like that, or whether it's just moving during an exercise or a weightlifting exercise like a deadlift or a squat, breathing through it as long as you're not at that, 1 rep max level. So that is how we're using our deep core system in diaphragmatic.